Hello, this is a small video to understand the power of compounding. Also, we will see how to calculate an approx compound interest in your head without using any calculator. Let's get started. So let's understand two key terms. Principal. In case of investment, it is the amount of initial investment. If you are borrowing money, that is when you take a loan, the amount of borrowed capital is also called as a principal. And interest is the return on investment. So for example, if you have invested your money in the bank, in the CDs, in the share, or what kind of investment instrument, you would be getting an interest. You would be getting some return. That return is called an interest. Okay, and compounding refers to reinvesting the earnings. So whatever interest, principal plus interest is your amount which you get at the end of the year. The entire amount gets reinvested to generate further interest. We'll see it in Excel and it will become more clear. And this is the power of compounding, that you are getting your money grown at a exponential rate. So okay, so here what I have laid out is the years. This is the initial principal which I get, and let's say the interest rate is 20%. So at the end of the year, the 20% interest would be 20. Okay, so 120 would be your amount, which is principal plus interest. This was the initial money, and 20% is 20, so 120. Next year what would happen is principal would be 120 and 120 is getting invested, and then 20% of 120 is 24, and the amount becomes 144. Next year the interest would be on 144, so 144 again, a 20% on 144 is 29, and it becomes 173. Thereby, if we apply this compound interest, the money grows exponentially. This is represented with the help of chart also. So there is a rule which we have, which is called rule of 72. What it gives us is a rough approximation of how many years it takes to double the money. So if you do 72 divide by compound interest rate, you get how many years you get to double the money. Let's see the rule of 72 in the Excel sheet. So what we can see here is, if in case we have a 8% rate of interest, 72 divided by 8. So rule of 72, what is the formula which we saw? It was, so the formula was 72 divided by interest rate. So if you divide 72 by 8, it is 9. So ninth year, we can see that the money is doubling. If I put a 10%, so around 7 years, the money should double. So I can see around 7 years, the money is doubling. If I put, let's say 6 years, then in the 12th year, so around 12 year, the money doubles. So rule of 72 is giving me a nice approximation of when my money doubles. So number of years to double is 72 divided by the compound interest rate. So this is how we can find how much years the money is taking to double. Now let's say I have to find the compound interest rate. If I have to find the compound interest rate and I have a calculation of when the money is doubling, then I can just do 72 divided by number of years to double. This basically I brought it down and I brought this side, LHS RHS conversion, and that's where I got compound interest rate equal to 72 divided by number of years to double. Now let's see it in here. So let's say that I have to find, let's take this gross profit. So I see the gross profit has from 114, it has approximately become double in how many years? This is first year, this is second year, this is third year. In 3 year, it has become double. So what would be the compound interest? Compound interest would be 72 divided by number of years, which is 3. So CI, which is compound interest, will be 72 divided by 3, which will be around 24%. So without any calculator, I can quickly see, because my money doubled in 3 years, so my compound interest rate was 24%. Thank you very much.